But see, we found out that he don't love everybody early through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. You got it, bro.
That's right. That's right, brother. That's right, man. Hey, real soon, man, you're gonna, the Most High is gonna show his hate via Yahushua, man. When he come back and judge this place, man, and that's what we hasten today for, man. Hey, man, if you ain't tired of this place, you tripping. You know? Hard. But that's okay, though, man. Hey, the Most High uses the dispensation of time to issue out his judgment, man. And right now, we're in that time to where the son of perdition is being revealed, man. Hey, you so-called white people, man, we gotta call it like how it is, man. You Edomites.
That's right.
You're being revealed to be the wicked, man.
That's right.
All the iniquities that your forefathers have done, man, they're coming on your head, man.
That's right.
And rightfully so, man. You know? Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, we'll finish this and we'll get your precept, bro.
But it says, this is verse 6 in Ecclesiastes 41. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach.
Posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, posterity.
Posterity, I thought I said it right. Posterity shall have a perpetual reproach, man. Their children, man, will have a perpetual reproach. For all the madness that their forefathers have done, man. Go ahead, bro.
The children will complain of an ungodly father.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't do that. We're supposed to love. Where's the love at? Yeah. So-called white. Where does the so-called white people love the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? Certainly not the Native Americans, man. I was watching a director going over this one of his documentaries. A Native American brother, so-called Native American brother, Gadite brother. He did a documentary at what's that? Wounded Knee in Dakota, man. Yeah. Hey, man, they was threatening to shoot them people, man. They actually shot one Edomite chick up. You see? Now that the pipeline supposedly was supposed to be stopped, the production of it was supposed to be stopped, man. Now guess what, man? Hey, they built it, man. It's already leaking into the Native Americans' water, man. That's right. Which is a violation of the treaty that was signed. And you got people that's condoning that. You so-called white people that's condoning that, man.
If I can say, man, if that don't show you that this damn Edomite is the devil, man, what else do we gotta do, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, when the scripture talks about when the devil shall come down upon you, having great wrath, because you know that he has but a short time, man, that's gonna catch a lot of you niggas unaware, man. We out here letting you know that this devil, he about to come down, man. He don't like you, man. That's right. Okay? He has shown time and time again that he does not like you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Period. But you still got Jake over here trying to stand up for Esau, changing the doctrine around just to make Esau feel good, man.
That's their private interpretation.
You know?
You get killed for a private interpretation, man. You know? I'm talking about, it's to the point now to where they talking about they got some blood left over from the Lord and they close to recreating his DNA and all this type of stuff. That's what I said. Where'd you go get the spirit from? How'd you gonna put the spirit back in that body, asshole?
How could you even?
They just be talking.
How could you even determine that?
They just be talking.
But somebody would believe that shit, man. It's like,
damn, for real? That's their private.
It's like rewind all day, dog.
That's their private interpretation, man. They take this book, this book and they do what they want with it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, the Lord. Oh, say the scripture says, somebody get 2 Peter, chapter 1, the last verse. And then somebody get Psalm 68 and 11.
Let me finish this scripture right quick. Go ahead.
It says, Salaki, it's 7, Ecclesiastes 41 and 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake.
That's right. There will be reproached for his sake, man. Hey, there will be a byword for his sake, and that's what we're seeing, man. Let's go to Habakkuk, the second chapter, finish there. I'm going to give it to the elder. You have something right quick? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and we're gonna start at start at 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Hey, then that's what we're going into. Hey, that leads us to what? Revelation to the 17th chapter that we had brought out earlier. You see? Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
That's right. Destruction to him that increases, which is not his, man. And who has done that on planet Earth? Who exemplifies this precept, man? Come on now, let's be real, bro. The so-called white man, man.
That's right.
He is that went to each, like we said earlier, went to each civilization and totally decimated the land and the people, man. And in some cases, literally wiped out a whole group of people, man. The indigenous people in Tanzania wiped them out, man, in the name of Darwinism. Breaded them first, he slaughtered them, then he breaded them out, man. That has to be talked about, bro. You ain't gonna just get away with that, man. You're gonna pay for that, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
That's right. Hey, laden himself with thick clay. You look up that thick clay, man, that goes into debt, man. And that's how the so-called white man has ruled, man. Hey, if you have a business or anything, man, you have to accumulate debt in order for your business to run, man.
That's right.
Capital. If you don't have enough capital, then your business isn't going to survive, man. And capital equates to what? Debt. That's how he has ruled this whole world, man. You put out $1. That dollar is what? Debt. It's not backed by anything, man. Technically, it's backed by oil, but as far as another commodity, it's not backed by anything, bro. You see? So the so-called white man has ruled with thick clay, man, with debt. And these other nations, man, they're waking up to that, man. And they're using different packs of these nature to move away for the grips of the petrodollar, man. You got China and Russia, India. You see, South Africa, man. They're forming BRICS. You see what I'm saying? To get away from America, man. They're utilizing cryptocurrency and things of that nature, man. Everybody's taking up a taunting proverb, man. Say, this is the guy who has destroyed the planet Earth. This is him. The so-called white man, man. Man, we gotta be real, bro. Come on, man. Go ahead.
It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
Hey, shall that not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And that's what we're seeing now, man. A clear point or a clear example of that is who? What we just brought out earlier, Turkey. Turkey is one nation that was in NATO, was in pacts with America for 70 years. That is now doing what? They're backing away from America, man. They're waging war against America. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna see more of that, man. We're gonna see more of these nations rising up against the horde. Allude to Revelation 17 and 16, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and the weight that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
When you look at that word booty, it means treasure, man. And America's gonna be a booty unto these other nations, man. Yeah, these nations are tired of this place, man. Tired of America interfering with their policies, man. Telling them how to run their governments, man. Telling them which government form to pick. Oh no, you gonna be democracy. Nah, we kind of like what we got going on. Nah, I like you better as a democracy, bro. You know, the arrogancy of people, man. You call yourself, America call itself the police of the world. Who nominated you to be the police of the world, man? You see? So the other nations, what are they going to do, man? The Most High's going to put the spirit on them to rise up, man. Let's get that in Joel 3 and start at 9. Joel 3 and 9. You know?
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim this among the heathens. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
That's right. Hey, let all the men of war draw near, man. Let them come up, man. Hey, what do you see going on now, man? When you see the other nations, man, they're gearing up. They're making pacts with one another, man. Buying anti-warcraft missiles, man. You see? Beefing up their arsenal, man. Hey, what did Donald Trump say? He said, hey, we're gonna beef up our military more and more. You see? Why? Because they're getting ready for what? That great war. That third war. Go ahead, bro. You had something?
I was going to say, can you jump up to verse 1 and then jump to verse 9? And then you can break it down.
It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that valley of Jehoshaphat is in what region, man? What area? Well, you see that in the Syria area, man. Levant, like the brother said, man. You see? What's going on over there now, man? Well, you got Turkey and you got the Kurds going at it, man.
That's right.
On the Euphrates River, which is prophesied, man.
Hey, there's nations you can name off the top of your head. Like you said, you got Turkey, Syria, Iran, Russia, China, you got North Korea and South Korea having their issues on the side, Pakistan, India. Bro, if you can't see that the Lord is gathering these nations to the valley of Jehoshaphat for this third world war, you ain't meant to see it, man.
That's right.
You know, you're just not meant to see it.
That's
and
right.
the Lord is doing it, like I said, for the captivity of my people's time, man. He's doing this so that he can redeem his people, man.
That's right.
You know, so all this turmoil that's happening across the planet Earth right now is for the elect, man. For the whole nation of Israel, starting with the elect.
Hey, what happened when we see these days? Because we know that him coming is nigh, man. Hey, we ready for a paradigm shift, man. We ready for paradise, but first we have to go through hell, man. So we got to keep that in mind as time progresses. It's gonna get harder and harder out here, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and will plead them. So like it will plead with them. And I will plead them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations.
That's right, man. Hey, the Most High is gonna plead for them for scattering us among the nation, man. You see what I'm saying?
That whole third chapter is deep, man.
That's right. Jump
And
down.
I'm sorry, to make a quick point. Even with the whole issue that happened, I want to say yesterday, when that Russian jet intercepted that American spy plane, man, over there in the Black Sea. Okay, where is the Black Sea located? The Black Sea is located over there by the Levant region, man. It's a little bit northeast of the Mediterranean. Okay, so with that taking place, man, it said that Russian jet came 5 feet. Okay, from hitting and intercepting that American plane, man. 5 feet. Your bed is about a little bit longer than 5 feet, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm a bit taller than 5 feet.
Yeah.
5 feet right here.
Just imagine a plane that close. Boom. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's starting to heat up, man. It's heating up.
That's right. It's heating up. It's going to affect you real soon, man. Hey, right now, people right here, people in America, man, they're comfortable because they don't see they're not affected per se by the things that are happening in the Middle East, man. At least they think that they're not affected, man. But real soon, hey, what's going on over there in the Middle East is going to affect you and your family, man.
Right.
People forget that America has been occupying that area for over 15 years, man.
Right.
What, since 2001?
Really since
I mean, if you want to get technical, you know,
I know what you're saying.
You know, just to keep it on a superficial level, you know, because you could go deep, like, you
Really?
know. Yeah, hey, 1991. What happened in 1991? Going over there to Iraq? I mean, I want to say, yeah, Iraq. You know, and this man, starving out
Desert Storm.
Yeah, Desert Storm, man.
Yeah.
Starving out them people, man. 500,000 people died, man, because of their occupation of America, bro. You know? So big things are popping, man. But America has been that bully, has been that gold cup, man. You know? And real soon people gonna rise up against that gold cup. We're gonna get that in Jeremiah the 51st chapter.
Right.
But, go back to that what you had, bro. Shot.
Well,
Yeah.
you want me to go back to
Start at verse 9.
verse 9? Verse 9 it says,
Yeah.
verse 9 it says, proclaim this among the nations, prepare war, and wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
That's right.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
That's right. But right now, what's going on is you see a lot of proxy wars happening, man, in the Middle East. You try to keep up with all the different sects that's in the Middle East, man. It's confusion, man. The PKK, the peace, this, P that. I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? But all those are just proxy wars that are set up by these main governments, man. Eventually, that Cold War is gonna turn hot.
Right.
And it's warming up. It's warming up, man. Slowly but surely. Go ahead.
It says, and let the weak say, I am strong.
That's gonna be the other nations. They're gonna say, I am strong, man. How so? Well, shoot, if you read up how they're doing it, they're beating their plowshares into swords, man. They're accumulating arms, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Assemble yourselves and come up. Salaki. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. There cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's right, man. Awakening comes to the valley of Jehoshaphat, bro. And it's going down. It's going down, man. Hey, you see now these people, all these different nations in the Syria area, and like the Avant area, like the brother said, man, for a reason, man, because it's prophesied, man. The Most High put the spirit on these different kings, man, to basically put bring their people, their armies into that area, man. Hey, right quick, just to prove that, go to Proverbs 21:1, real quick. But the brother had brought out earlier, man, that, hey, the Most High, he does everything, man. He issues, he created the wicked spirit and the righteous spirit, man. And he created the day of evil also, man. Which we're gonna see the day of evil, days of evil on the planet Earth soon, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 21. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh,
That's right.
as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
That's right. Hey, he's putting his spirit on these different kings, man, to rise up against that whore. You see what I'm saying? Through different policies, different pacts that they're making, man. You know what I'm saying? Accumulating more weapons. All this is why. Hey, for that big battle, that big woe, man. And it's gonna be mass destruction out here, man.
Right.
America's not gonna survive this one, man.
Right.
It's gonna be destroyed off the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
And rightfully so, because this place hasn't done nothing but wickedness, man. Look at the history of America, man. Look at the people of America, man. It's nothing but wickedness and folly and concubines, lust. Has to produce anything that's godly, man. That's right. And the Most High is going to do away with this place, man. Because it dealt very pridefully with the other nations, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, start back at 12. It says, I'm going to start at 13. I started at 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen around about.
That's right.
But in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe, come get down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
That's right. The wickedness is great, man, which we just expounded on. Go ahead.
It says multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
That's right, man. Hey, the great day is near in the valley of decision, man. And that valley is the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Yahweh Shabbat, man. You see? That should be it on that. Let's go to Jeremiah 51 and 7.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
That's right. Hey, the nations have drunken the wine of America, man. AKA Babylon in the scriptures. Babylon the Great in the scriptures, man. Hey, and the nations are mad, man. The nations that take on the petrodollar. You see, the philosophies of this world, man. Letting the women be out of order, children out of order, and they realize that it's producing nothing but debt. Letting these corporations enter into the countries, man. And now these countries, man, these countries are basically, for lack of a better term, bitches of America, man. They had to do everything that America does, man. America set up economic hitman to take over the lands of the place, man. So they can't function without America, man. You see? The nations are mad, man. They want to rule their own country, man. So what are they going to do? Man, they're going to rise up against this place, bro.
That's right.
Go ahead, huh?
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, she may be healed. If so be, she may be healed.
Hey, it says, how for her? Take balm for her. Hey, the other nations, man, they gonna try to heal Babylon, but it's gonna be to no avail, man. You know, the different partners, for lack of a better term, the nations that America has, man. They gonna try to heal Babylon, but it's not gonna help at all, man. America, hey man, people are tired of this place, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
That's right.
Forsake her, and let us go, everyone into his own country.
That's right. That's what you're seeing, man. People are forsaking America and are going into their own country, man. Economically speaking, America doesn't produce anything, man. It has a lot of imports, but as far as exports, it doesn't have much exports, man.
That's right.
America has outsourced the majority of its jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? To produce certain steels and things of that nature. It used to be over here in America, man. These different factories, things of that nature. What do? They went over to these other nations, man. And in doing so, they really made themselves weak. In all actuality. You know?
Well, I had something going into when we was back in Joel, when we was talking about how put ye in the sickle for the harvest is great. You know what I'm saying? I got a precept on that going into the same thing.
Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13, I started at verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house. And his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. Here's the point. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them that do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Okay, and the reason why I brought that out is because, man, when these angels come back, man, well, first off, you have the angels in the area of the Euphrates River right now, man. You know, stirring up the commotion in that region of the earth, man. Okay. So what's happening right now is that Yahweh, through his son Yahushua, is getting everything set up and geared for this last World War III, man. Okay? And then when it talks about the tares and the tares being cast into that furnace and that burning fire, that's talking about my thermonuclear missiles, man. That's gonna be shot from one end of the earth into the other, man. As a mighty man with the archer, man. Okay? So when the scripture reads in Joel the 3rd chapter, put ye in the sickle for the harvest is ripe. That harvest being ripe is talking about that the end of the world is near, man. You know what I'm saying? So what manner of person should we be in knowing these things, man? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna hide your light underneath the bushel? Or are you gonna come out and proclaim it to the people, man? You know? You got it out.
No, that's beautiful. You know? Hey, that's what times that we're living in a time to where that line is being drawn, man. Do you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or do you believe in what this world says, man? You know what I'm saying? And soon, all of us here are going to have to make that choice, man. Hey, because in the spirit, you're starting to feel that more and more being a parent, man. You know, these scoffers, things that nature coming out, man. Hey, they're only here to test our patience and our righteousness, man, and our beliefs, man. You see what I'm saying? Which shift gears and get into that. Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is Revelations chapter 18 and verse 14.
Start at 1, bro.
Come on. Revelations chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was made bright with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
That's right.
And the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And who is Babylon the Great? Babylon the Great is America, man. That's right. And when you look at this society, man, it's totally filled with evil and wicked spirits, man. Transgenderism, man. Homosexuality, man. You got guys freaking out with sex dolls, man.
That's right, brother.
Porn access, readily access, man, within fingertips grasp, man. You see what I'm saying? Hey, pedophiles looking to get rights. People defaming the word of the Heavenly Father, lying on lying on Yahushua. I'm not gonna say Jesus, Yahushua. Lying on the scriptures, man. You see? The scriptures fit, you know what I'm saying? They try to make the scriptures fit to their wicked lifestyles, man. You got a gay Bible now, man. Gay churches out there, man. Every foul, hey, bestiality, man. GMOs, man. You see what I'm saying? All this is found where, man? In Babylon the Great, man. Hey, so the Most High is gonna do away with this place, man.
That's right.
Because this place is nothing but has done nothing but produce death, man. Go ahead, bro. Look.
What?
That's the whole.
Yes.
Well, that's the spirit, man. You had a so-called Edomite woman walking by, drunk out her damn mind, man. On a Tuesday, man. You see? That's the spirit of America. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Let's do it. Let's go. Do what thou will, man.
Right.
And that spirit, is contrary to the will of the Heavenly Father, man. So when we come out here and we proclaim this, the words of the Heavenly Father, man, we make ourselves a prey. You see? Go ahead, bro.
For all the nations have drunken of her wine, of the wine of her wrath, of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That's right. Hey man, and that's beautiful how that was written, man. Hey, these merchants, the other nations, man, they drunk down the wine, the philosophy of this place, and also they got rich off of this place, man. As we said earlier, man, hey, America is #1 in imports, not exports, man. America decide to stop fucking with America and just say, we ain't sending nothing to America no more. Y'all fend for yourself. That's right. We ain't sending no more produce, because hey, we get produce from Slovakia. America get produce from other countries too, man. That's right. We got America has land here that can grow produce.
That's right.
And produce abundantly here.
That's right, brother.
But hey, man, the Most High got it set up to where everybody been living deliciously. Yep. Everybody been just having one-time eyes on everything and not appreciating or being careful in their rations. No one's careful these days. There's an abundance of waste here. You know, you can go to a restaurant and the trash cans are full of food.
That's right.
Just full of food.
That's right.
That makes it. No, go ahead.
So like your brother. Hell, like I left the job, and so I've been working with this other job. I was good on the insurance. Man, they taxing the hell out of people, man. Did my taxes. They didn't for not having your insurance. The penalty is $695 now. $700, bro. But it went up from 1 year, $140. My insurance did kick in. Then next time I did something else, it went to $300. Then $475. Now $695. Goddamn devil, man.
That's right. And you could thank your beloved Obama for that.
That's right, bro.
Yeah. I'm talking about universal health care. Nigga, that's mandatory health care. You know?
That's right, brother.
That's a damn shame, man. Expensive ass shit, man. And then you look at you, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
That's right.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That's talking about us being delivered. Now, we used to bring that out like it was Malachi 2 and 10. But for brothers who still thinking that, that's not what it's talking about, Hakim. That's actually talking about us being delivered. Now, what's that? Micah 2 and 10. That's talking about coming out of her, going into the philosophies and the ways of Babylon. This right here is talking about us actually being delivered. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Not going to
you read my mind.
Yeah, not going to Egypt or going over there where them damn gutter rats are in our land, man. It don't mean that. Get a passport. That scripture don't mean get a passport, man.
Yeah.
You know? So like it, bro.
Hey, you would be crazy as heck to want to go to Israel right now, man. Because it's heating up like a mug over there, bro.
Right, brother. Right.
You know? That's going to be another one place that's going to be destroyed when it hits. Right. All the wickedness that place has done, man. You know? Occupying land, taking over land that's not theirs, man. Or going to a baffled agreement, they're supposed to have certain lands, man.
That's right, brother.
But they just been taking them over, man. Taking over the Palestinian lands, man. And nobody has anything bad to say about it. Hey, it says in the scriptures that when the Israelites enter into their land again, it's supposed to be nothing but peace on the earth, man. And also, Yahweh Shah's supposed to return. He's supposed to bring them into that land. That's the Balfour Agreement, man. So you Christians have a lot of explaining to do, man.
That's right, brother.
The heck? Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got a precept that's included in the Revelations just to clear it up as well.
It's old,
1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trump of the Most High. And the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first.
Talking about that resurrection.
Yep. It talks about come out of her, my people. That's going to be that voice of an archangel, man. Yep. The trump of the Most High, man. And the dead and Yahweh Shai are going to rise up in that day, man. The dead are going to be raised first. Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
That's right.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
That's right, man. So, hey, man, hey, that's comforting, man. Hey, to know that real soon, man, hey, we're going to be saved out of this hell, man. Hey, well, we got to hold fast to what we were taught, man. To the profession that we was called into, man. That's not supposed to be easy, Akim. It's not going to be easy, man.
It wasn't no easy route for Yahweh Shai. It
Woo!
got bitter and bitter every time, man. Just to sit down and go into about that. It's lonely and it's going to get bitter and bitter as we go, man.
That's right. So you have to have your mind set, geared on it getting bitter, not looking for it to get better on this side, man, but for it to get worse and worse, man. And that's not easy to do if you're looking at things carnally, man. Because the flesh wants to chill, man.
That's right.
You want to chill out, man. You want to go to work, get you some little money, go to the bar, put about $20, $30 up, save. Each time you get paid, take your girl out somewhere, take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese, take some pictures for Facebook. Look at my son, he growing up. And chill.
That's right.
Let's be real, but we ain't in the time for that, man.
That's right, exactly, brother.
We're not in the time to be chilling, man. We're in the time to be pushing this word, man. Now, granted, man, hey, I'm gonna say this: these scriptures are for life, not death, man. You know, hey, when you meet the apostles and the elders, man, hey, they're lively, man. They're happy, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not telling you not to live your life, but we're telling you to be focused. The devil don't like that. We're telling you to be focused on the task, man. There's a balance to this thing, man. Don't destroy yourself in this walk, man, but have balance. You see? You see what I'm saying?
I got a quick precept.
Con.
Somebody grab Acts 14:22.
Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Right, man. Much tribulation, man. That's how we're going to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Like Brother Michael was talking about, man. Going in through that straight gate, man. You know? As you get closer, as Yahweh Shai gets closer to returning, the road that we take is going to continue to get more straight and more narrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't resisted unto blood, as the scripture says yet. But the time is coming. You know, even when you look at, can you look at that word tribulation up? That word is glipsis. It says a pressing together, pressure. Metaphorically, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits. You know, and you can imagine when you under pressure, man. It's a very uncomfortable feeling, man. Just imagine being trapped in a room where the walls is enclosing on you, man. You know, you in that room and the walls is enclosing. You may have that time where you got that space, but at the time, what? That wall is getting closer. The wall is getting closer. It's getting more cramped. It's getting more closer. Now you can't even stretch. You know, it's gonna be times like that, man. It's gonna be uncomfortable, man. You know, but these things we have to go through because Yahweh had to go through the same things, man. Our forefathers, the apostles, the prophets, they had to go through the same things. The servant's not greater than the master, man. But with these things that happen, us going through certain trials and tribulations, that's us being refined, man. When we do get changed, or when we those men, we're gonna be perfected. Okay, that's the reason of going through the straight gate, man.
That's right.
You know,
You have to have that mindset. You have to believe that this is what's best for you, man. These trials and tribulations. If you don't have that mindset, you're gonna fall out, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fall out, man. You know, and that's not an easy mindset to have. But that goes back to believing in the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to that script, man. That's important, man. Very important, brothers. You see? Hey, go to, let's go ahead and pull that. 3, start at 1, I'm sorry.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery.
That's right. So in sight of ungodly, it seems like we're wasting our time, man. You got people, you know, when you out there, when I'm out there standing, they'll say they're out here every effing week. God damn, wasting their lives. I heard one dude say, man, so much potential up there. They could be doing this, doing that. Yeah. So in these people's eyes, hey, it seems like, hey, we're a bunch of losers, man. We're wasting our time. You see? But in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you have to believe this, bro. You have to believe this. Hey, man, hey, we're doing a mighty act, man. But you have to believe that, bro. Belief is very important. Go ahead.
It says, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
And that goes to what the brother Taz had brought out earlier, man. Our hope is in immortality, man. Hey, we're not doing it just because to sound cute. We're doing this because we want to rule, man. We want to have prophecies, land, and things of that nature, man. Purple beaches, all that, man.
That's right, brother.
Well, first we have to do this, man. Yep. We have to go do this thing, man.
Another choice.
And the thing that's keeping us afloat is prophecy, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's why when the elders say when they come out here, man, speak about prophecy, man. That's a faith booster to know that all these things that's going on in the world has been prophesied, has been said before in the scriptures to the T. You got to hold on and cling on to that, man. You know? That's very important, brothers. Go ahead.
It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
That's right. Hey, a little chastised, you know, people calling your job, people calling you a pedophile, people threatening your life and things of that nature, man. Calling, you know, hey, man, to be called a pedophile, that's something I would never wish on even my worst enemy, bro.
That's right.
That's a heinous accusation. But hey, here we are. That's what we're being called. That's what we have to endure. You have something, bro?
Quick precept. Matthew chapter 18, verse 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh.
Wanna break down, bro? Step down.
God, look. Woe to the, like you said,
offenses must come. No, you're alright. Offenses must come, but woe to him where the offenses come from. You know what I'm saying? These scoffers. You see what I'm saying? Hey, offenses had to come. Good is set against evil, man. It's going to have to be that enmity. But woe to him that offense comes from, man. You see what I'm saying? So hey, keep doing your thing, brothers. Keep doing your thing, scoffers. You're supposed to be doing that, man. We're supposed to be set up against one against another, man.
You're right, brother.
You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, I'm gonna read that part again. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them, and found them worthy of him for himself.
That's right. Hey, we was a little chastised, and the Most High proved us, man. You know what I'm saying? Checked them out. Pulled our cord. You know, back in the day, you know, down here in the South, you know what I'm saying, when you wanted to check somebody, see where he was about, like, I'm gonna pull his cord. And a lot of times, you pull his cord, somebody be like, all right, you know, he'll pull his pants. What's up with it then? Let's fight. And a lot of times, a dude would be a coward and make excuses, man, not to fight. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, his car got revoked. Man, give me your car. I done pulled his car. He ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But somebody who's a stand-up guy, who's willing to defend himself, or stand up for what he believe in, man. You try to pull his car, man. Hey, no, you ain't taking my car home, boy. For lack of a better term, just to use an analogy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the Most High is doing to us. He's proving us. You come out here on the highways and byways telling so-called white people that they gonna go into slavery, talking about how much you hate the world, things of that nature. One will make it hard on you, so we're gonna see how much you really hate the so-called white man. How much you really hate the world. See what you about, homeboy. Pull your card. You see? And if we pass the test, guess what, man? The Most High is gonna give us 100-fold, man. You got something? Go ahead.
Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Hey, what's that scripture say? Nothing can work. Is it 18? Is it 8? I think it's like 26. Nothing, everything works for good for those who love him.
Oh, I think verse 28.
28? Yep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, ultimately you have to pray for that mindset, bro. You have to pray that the Most High will give you that understanding that, you know, the things that we're going through is to refine us, man. Because Satan is a roaring lion seeking who he may devour, man. He's going to put obstacles in your life that's going to make you want to give up. But it's up to you to not to give up, man.
That's right.
And two things that I know is that he uses to pull people out: money and a woman.
That's right.
When your money funny and your girl acting up, hey man, it's a
bad night.
Hey man, you having a bad year.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says. That's why the scripture says. How's it go? Strive for the truth unto the death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Man. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing. You know, if you fight for the truth, man, if you fight for the cause of Yahweh Shai and His righteousness, man, coming out here on these highways and hedges, doing this work, man, doing your lessons, being brotherly, having charity, showing your faith, man, the Lord gonna fight for you, man.
That's right.
It may look like you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? It may look like shit ain't going your way, that everything's just gonna crumble. But hey, man, that's just a test, man.
That's right.
The Lord is gonna test your character. He gonna put you through that fire, man.
You gotta go through it.
You gonna get, man. Hey, going through a fire, man. You think going through a fire is gonna be.
It's not gonna be no hot tub.
No, man. No, man. The fire, man, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be uncomfortable, man. You know? And that's the spirit. You know what? I'm just gonna say it on camera, man. It's the spirit that you said that, because I'm going through that right now, man. And I was talking to Elder Yatazak about that. About what? My finances fucked up and my woman. But you know what? My whole thing is this, man. I have faith, man.
That's right.
I truly believe that the Lord He gonna pull me through. I'm gonna keep fighting, man. Regardless of how the situation look, Yahweh Shema Shai willing, I'm gonna keep fighting, man.
Just keep going,
Okay?
man.
Just gotta keep, man. This whole truth is about continuing to keep pressing forward, man. And that's why Paul said, I'm sorry, brother. I don't want to, you know,
Brother, if you on spirit, go, bro.
that's why Paul spoke about, hey, I press toward the mark, man. He said, I'm not looking at the things behind me, but I press forward, man. You know what I'm saying?
Philippians, the second chapter.
Yeah, man. That's a heavy chapter, man. When you really read it, man, because Paul was talking about all the accolades that he had. You know what I'm saying? Being a Pharisee of the Pharisee, being circumcised the 8th day. You know what I'm saying? Knowing all the laws. But what did he do, man? He counted all that as dung for the righteousness of Yahweh Shai, man. And that's how we gotta be in this thing. All the shit that we done in the world in the past, man, you gotta just even in the truth when you mess up, man. You still gotta put that behind you, repent, and still keep pressing forward, man. What does a true soldier do, man? A soldier in an army, in the military, okay, they don't stray away from the mission. Okay? Regardless of if one of your comrades go down, okay, it may be raining, you may be in the trenches under fire, okay, but what do you got to do? You still got to press toward the mission, man. That's right. And that's how we are, man. We keep pressing towards the mark, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, man, I'm on fire, man. Through the spirit, man. Hey, I want, man, look. There's nothing else in this world that I'd rather have than this truth, man. That's right. And the brotherhood around me, man. That's right. The brothers that's out here fighting right alongside with me, man. We all fighting for a crown. Right. You know what I'm saying? especially in the times that we in right now, man, you can see the end is near.
It's right there.
It's right there, man.
I just hope. Woo!
Bro, it's like we see the finish line, like it's right there. All we gotta do is just continue to run it. Man, this is the final lap. This is the 4x4 relay, man. This is the 4th leg on the final stretch.
Right, bro.
You know, the track meets, man, the 4x4s, man, that last leg, man. Hey, that's how it is, man.
That's why it's important to take the time in this thing too for the young brothers. Hey, because I used to run a 400, and when I first started running, I used to come out a little bit too fast. And so when I got on that last curve, I didn't have that extra kick to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, I could have ran a 50, but I ended up running a 54 or 52 because I started off too quick, man. Or I dare say, I'm gonna be real. One time I started off way too fast. Ended up running a goddamn 60, whacked in the hole. I finished, but I was whacked. Why? It started off too quick. Well, you young brothers, man, pace yourself in this thing, man. Pace yourself in this thing, bro. Prophet Kashar, man. Don't burn yourself out, man. Don't accumulate more than what you have to, because that creates resentment. Man, I'm doing all this stuff, brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't doing this, ain't doing that. What's so and so at? No, you put that on yourself, bro, lamb. You accumulated all those offices, man. So don't get mad when somebody looking at you crazy and expect you to do it. You shouldn't have put your hand on that plow. You see? Focus on your walk and being a brother, man, and doing whatever put in your hand. Do it, man. You see what I'm saying? Not trying to accumulate more and do too much, man. Or that light, it will burn the hell out, man. You know?
Doing too much, man. That's like the brother said, man. Doing too much will get you out there, man. There was an example, man. We had an example in our camp that he was trying to do too much and he fell out, man. Talking about Nebuchadnezzar, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, it kind of felt like he was just too swagged up, like you really couldn't tell the shit. And what ended up happening, man? You know what I'm saying? That he got put on that island, man. And he got out of there, man.
He got touched. He got touched by the Lord because he was talking that cash. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how could you not want to do the work? This woo-de-woo. Want to admonish you all that. The thing about the Lord is he gonna test your nuts.
Man.
Everything that you say, he gonna see what you about, man. You talk that cash, he gonna want that money.
They gonna say your nuts go straight up.
Yeah.
You gotta, cause he said, remember this, show yourself as men, man. So I say your nuts go straight up, bro.
God, bro, that's right, man. He gonna test you.
Yeah. So the best way, and I'm talking from experience, man. The best thing to do is just be humble in this thing, man. Just chill, man. I'm telling you. First 2 years, bro, I was over there. I ain't even speak for a year. This shit, let me hold this sign, baby. Then when it's time to speak, you know. But now every brother's different. You brothers that come in this thing, y'all on a way higher level than when I came in. I wasn't on y'all level, man. Y'all came in knowing the Hebrew, knowing this, knowing that. That's beautiful, man. So y'all require more than I am. Well, I was, you know. But every man has to figure out his walk, man. It's like running 4 miles. Some brothers, hey, they can run 4 miles, and each mile they can run 9 minutes. Some brothers, they get out there and have to run 4 miles. It's gonna take them 11 minutes, or 10 minutes. But the biggest thing is, did you do your 4 miles?
That's right.
You see, that's what's important, man. Go ahead, bro.
Ecclesiastes 9:11. I return.
Start at verse 10.
Ecclesiastes 9:10. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest,
Man.
all the days of thy life, thy vanity which it hath given thee under the sun. All the days of thy vanity, for that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. That was 9. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Whatsoever your hand do with all your might. Now, and you know, another thing is, don't measure yourself with, you know, or by what another man does, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get obsessed with what another man does good. Get obsessed with what you do right, man.
That's right.
What do I do right? Refine yourself, man. Hey, this thing ain't about being a blind follower, man. The Most High is setting up leaders in this thing, man.
That's right, Op.
You know, even in your life, man, in your daily life, man. You know what I'm saying? Be a leader in your daily life, man. What's gonna be productive for you? Oh, do I need to put back some money? Oh, every time I get paid, I might want to put back $20 or $30 or whatever I can, man, for a rainy day. Right. But you have to govern yourself, man. People get mad at Eric Tahar because, oh, you ain't tell me how to save. Man, you a man.
That's right.
You ain't tell me how to get a job. Nigga, you a man. This thing, hey, the law, statutes, and commandments is about making you more refined as a man of the Lord. It ain't up to nobody to make you a man in this thing, bro. You have to figure that out, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a Google away, bro. Man, how can I get a job? Man, how can I save up money? You know what I'm saying? How can I do this? How can I do that? You have to live in this thing, man. Go ahead, bro.
Whathersoever thy hand findeth to do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave.
That's right. That's right, man. Hey, ain't no living in the grave. The Most High wants you to be active now. Man. The Most High wants you to get it now, man. Don't sit back and just think that you now. Am I telling you to, man? If you want to go be a rapper, go be a rapper. That's not what I'm saying, man. What I'm saying is, man, don't be scared to live your life in this thing, man. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's a balance. Certain things I'm not gonna do with the truth, man. I like to box these at nature. I would love to do Golden Gloves. I know I can win it too. I'm confident enough to say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do it. Why? Because they want me to shave my beard and all that. And I had to be a leader unto my younger brothers, man. I can't just go and do what I want to do in this thing, man. I come to camp with a beard shaved, raise voice over, yeah, you know, doing Golden Gloves. So they like, that'll mess a man's mind, young brother's mind up, bro. So what I had to do? Well, I had to kill that flesh. So what? I can't box. I could go and be one of the best unknown boxers in the world. That's why. Hey, that's my goal. I wanted the best unknown boxer.
You go in there and get a couple times and get out.
I mean, get out. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be the best you, man. Don't compare yourself to no man in this thing, man.
That's right, up.
Hey, man, I'm just speaking from experience, young brothers. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense.
God.
You know? Hey, humility ain't beating yourself up, man. Humility is acknowledging your fault, man, and then moving on. You see what I'm saying? Refining yourself. Not just beating yourself down. Live, man. Go ahead, bro. Yes, go to that.
Yeah. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not given to the swift.
Woo!
Like I said, brothers want to, like I say, calm down, slow down.
Yeah.
It's easy to get overzealous. And I'm guilty of that. I've been called out on that. Wrong breakdown.
Man, hey, but at least you got it out there. Hey, you gonna make a mistake. I've been numerous times that I was up here and they were like, nah, that's not what you're talking about, man. I knew it. I just knew it was right, man. That messed my head up a couple of days. Like, dang, man, I ain't, main spirit demon, had to rebuke that demon. Kept it pushing, man. Hey, you gaining experience. You're gonna bump your head. You know what I'm saying? To find your pace, you know? That's all right, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But the thing is, when somebody reprove you, what do? You slow down, and you start, and you repeat. Get back out there. You see? That's humility, brothers. Go ahead, bro.
I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favors to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all.
That's right. Hey, time and chance happen to them all, man. So this race ain't give to the swift, the mighty, the smart. No, but this thing it's all dependent on the spirit or the grace of Yahweh by Shibbi Yahushua. So none of us can get puffed up.
Right.
None of us.
Real quick, it says time and chance happening to all. So if time and chance happening to all, man, it was by time that the Lord, by dispensation of time, like you like to go into, that this knowledge, wisdom, understanding came to us. So with this chance that we have, why not give your all, man? Okay? Because you don't know if you're gonna live, you don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're gonna make it home tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen while we out here, man. Okay? But if time and chance happen to all, man, that time and that chance that you do have, spend it wisely. Spend it wisely, man. Yes, understand what you're doing. Understand how much time you have left. That's right. You know?
That's right, guys. Be productive, man. Be productive, man. You know what I'm saying? Make your situation to where you can survive in this thing, man, and then push the word, man. Don't kill yourself in this thing, man.
Yeah, hey, I know. In the beginning, we was all.
Bro, we was tripping.
Bro, hey, that's real.
We was tripping.
Man.
We was tripping. Drinking every day, man, every day. We was through.
Man, bro. Man.
Crying and shit. I just want the Lord to come. Looking at the sky.
Bro.
Tripping out, man. Hey, wait, you came to a point to where, man, I gotta live my life, man. I gotta have balance. Hey, man, when I first got into this thing, you know what I'm saying? I just knew 2 more years from now, from then, excuse me, the Lord was coming back. Y'all about you. I didn't give a dang, man. You take credit, messed up.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I stopped buying clothes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, bro.
The clothes messed up, man.
You weren't even like, man, fuck this place.
Yeah.
You know?
Look up like, damn, I'm still here. and I got debt for it. I didn't give a care about credit. Credit, I didn't even give a dang, man. I mean, what you shouldn't on, you know, you shouldn't if you got your eyes on the prize, but man, don't destroy yourself, man. Let's get these scriptures to prove what I'm just saying, man. Because it make more sense. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
That's right. He that is evil to himself, you beating yourself up, to whom will he be good?
Ooh, you can't do a brother no good, right?
You know,
Man, come,
how you supposed to do it? How you supposed to treat somebody else good
Right.
or with balance if you ain't treating yourself with balance?
Man.
Read it one more time, bro.
Sirach chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Keep on going.
Verse 6. There is none worse than he that envieth himself.
There is none worse than he that envieth himself. If you look at that word envy in etymology, it basically goes to the word hate. So let's read that again in that context.
There is none worse than he that envieth himself.
There is none worse than he that hate himself. Low self-esteem, man. You see what I'm saying? That low self-esteem is dangerous, man. Why? Go ahead.
And this is a recompense of his wickedness.
Uh-huh.
And if he doth good, he doth it unwillingly.
That's right. And if he does good, he does it unwillingly, man. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because he hate himself. So what do you have to do with this thing, man? Be good to yourself, bro. Take care of yourself, like y'all. If you lacking in something, man, Google it, man. Say for instance, money. You're not good with money. I had to Google that, how to save. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get paid, you know what I'm saying, my plan is I want to put back $20. You know, instead of me going to the store all the time, because I work right by Walmart, it's so easy for me to go to the store. But so instead of me going to the store all the time, my goal is to bring food from home. I just wait till I get home, man. Why is that? I'm being good to myself. I'm taking care of myself. You see? Now I haven't did it, consistently, but I would like to. That's my goal. You have to find what's your goal. You see? Take care of yourself, brothers. Survive, man. Go ahead, bro.
And if he doth good, he doth it unwillingly.
Uh-huh.
And at the last he will declare his wickedness.
That's right. At the last we will declare his wickedness, man. And we have people in this camp, man, they seem like they love themselves, but in fact they really have self-hatred. Hella self-conscious. You You know what I'm saying? And what I know is that somebody who's hella subconscious, they're able to point out somebody's faults very, very easily. Because they're always looking at somebody else's faults to make themselves look better, man. We had somebody in our camp, he would sit us around in a freaking circle and just point out our faults. Because he hated himself, man. He envied himself, man. And that envy and that strife within that he had within himself, man, it carried over to the brotherhood, man. You see? Don't tell yourself that you what you can't do. Tell yourself what you can do, man. Don't give yourself excuses, man. Hey, yeah, we under the curses, but don't be sorry. Go ahead.
Man, that's a very effeminate spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a very effeminate spirit.
What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that video? Feel like a goddamn tombstone. Go ahead.
That's a very effeminate spirit to have, man, about yourself, man. Because women do that, man. You know, I don't know what to do. I'm just so I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just gonna quit and give up. I don't. You know, and man ain't supposed to be like that, man. You know, a man's supposed to have a sense of integrity and dignity about himself, man, and not let himself get to that point. You know,
this world will do that to you.
It'll do that to you, man.
This world will do that to you, man. If you didn't have the truth, and you're an average Jake in this world, you're looking at your mama like she's queen. You're looking at these women like they queen, man. And you're gonna look at yourself with self-hatred, man. This is what this world produces, man. Wait, that's why the scriptures come, man. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, man. And it's a process to renew your mind, what I'm starting to understand. It's a process, man. You see? Go ahead, read some more of that.
Verse 8, the envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men.
That's right. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 9, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion.
A covetous man, you looking at what another man has, man. You know what I'm saying? Compare yourself to another man, man. You ain't supposed to do that, bro. What do you do right, man? What has the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai gave me? What part of the body am I? And again, it takes process to really understand that, man.
You're right, because it's good to pray. I can pray to the Most High to understand my lot. Whatever my lot is, you made me, made my spirit. Apparatus showed me what I can do within my lot to add to the body, to add to my life, and do what I'm supposed to do in this walk, man.
That's right. That's right. That's important, man. Hey, man, you can't worry about the next man. The next man ain't you. The next man ain't gonna get you in that chariot, man. And with that understanding, that should roll over to your personal life, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't just be gullible, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you looking at another man and he's smart and like, hey, he's so smart, man. And you just believe whatever he says, man. And the truth and not the truth, man. Brother, tell you something. Look it up. Like the elders used to tell us back in the day, man. Look it up, man. You know? We taking no face financially just because you just follow a man blindly, man. Fuck that. That shit, man. Hell no. Don't do that. Take care of yourself, Akyam. That's why I want to push out here, man. Take care of yourself, brothers. Let's get that wisdom of Solomon. Talking too much. 1 and 12. Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the era of your life.
Don't seek death in the era of your life. You make a mistake, man, move on, man. Move on. There's a study that says that people who with high intelligence, they get over things quickly. And you have to do that in this truth, man. Don't be holding on to resentment. Oh, this brother had said this to me a couple years ago, and I always thought about it, man. Leave that shit alone, man. That's what bitches do, man.
Come on.
And if you got a problem with somebody, go tell that dude, man. If you see somebody doing something that's contrary to the scriptures, man up, man. Go tell them, man.
That's another thing that females do. They're out hanging out, with each other, but they all really don't like each other.
Right.
If I can say this too, brother, if I may, that's just having integrity about yourself, man. You know, being able to, if you have an art with somebody, or you have, are you feeling some type of way, well, maybe you should step up and say something, man. Just instead of holding and bottling in feelings like that and being a female about it, man. You know, these scriptures tell us to examine ourselves as men, as learned men. You know what I'm saying? And so the scriptures also tell you how to deal with your brother, you know? And if you can't come to your brother on something and just, you know, handle it and reason together like men, like spiritual men, then maybe you should examine yourself a lot better. Right?
And if you ain't willing to, bring it to him, then get over it. Make yourself get over it.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, in that chapter, read verse 11. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going too beautifully when we're bringing out.
Verse 11. My son, according to thy ability, is it ability?
Where you at?
Listen.
Oh, you over here. I'm sorry. Wrong person. Wrong person. Go ahead, bro.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and 11. Therefore, beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting, from backbiting. For there is no word so secret that shall go for naught, and the mouth that belief slayeth the soul.
Slandereth, slayeth the soul, man. So you gotta beware of that, man. Talking down. Beware of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, who hasn't offended by the tongue, man? I know I offended a couple of times, man. I'm hoping that the Lord will give me grace. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm so through with that shit, man. I'm so done with that, bro. Lord willing, bro. You know? Because at the end of the day, you can't make nobody care in this thing, man. You can't, man. All you can do is police yourself, man. If you want to go hard on anybody, you need to go hard on yourself. On your goddamn self, man. Not on anybody else, not on your brothers. Because everybody's built differently, man. Different people have different perspectives, man. People are going to handle situations differently than what you would handle. Is he less of a man because he did something that you didn't agree with, man? You see? Because you have in your mind how things are supposed to work? No, man. He's just a man, you a man. So what do you have to do? Focus on yourself in this thing, man. Build on yourself, brothers, man. Love on yourself sometimes, man. Yeah, we know about beating up ourselves in this thing and, you know, I ain't shit. But, hey, man, bro, read the next scripture, bro. Wrong verse. Read the next verse, man.
It says, seek not death in the era of your life.
That's right. Seek not death in the era of life. So you make a mistake, you know. Hey, you offend a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you get a little yah-yah, and you be like, man, I'm so damn wicked, man. This brother, man, he still fight, man. I'm wicked as hell, man. I deserve death, man. You feel that way, bro. You know? You feel that way, man. But what do you have to do? Move on, man. Move on, man. Grow. Take care of yourself, man. Go ahead.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Don't pull on yourself destruction with the works of your hand, man. Destroying your dang on self, man. You offend somebody and now you want to just drink yourself to a stupor every night. Or something isn't going your way and now you're just destroying yourself every day, man. Staying up late, drinking, envying yourself, hating yourself, man. You see? That's not going to produce anything but death, man. Get over things quickly, man, and move on, man. Be a soldier of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. What's that says in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter? Can we get that, Papa Shah? Because it's going to say something very important. You know? You're going to say something very... You have something, bro?
I'm there. I'm at 2 Timothy 3.
The water, bro.
Started at 2. What is that? Men should be lovers of their own selves.
It's like it. No, I was looking for...
2 Timothy 2.
It says,
be there for endure hardest.
Yes, good soldier?
Yeah, I think it's 2 Timothy 2.
It's 2 Timothy 2. It's like
I got it. It's 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangling himself with the affairs of this life.
Wrestling with the affairs of this world, man. Getting caught up and consumed, man. If you got something that's bothering you, that's hindering you from the truth, man, just handle it, bro. Handle it, man. Get over that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If a woman keep you from doing the truth, man, you push it to the side, man. You know, I know that's your baby boo and everything like that, but man, you gotta make a choice, man. Now, if your chick is riding with you, man, just, you know, if she ain't did nothing to you, man, just leave her alone. JB be shell shot going on, bitch, you cheating on me? You know, listening to the elder, you all shell shot. I'm ready for your ass to leave, bitch. You say something to me. Relax, man. Chill out. You envying yourself, man, and you giving her power. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, and yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. Well, I think that may have been it.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was it, man. You know. Hey, man, big things are going on. Hey, we need to switch readers also. Get these brothers some breaks. I got you. Yeah. Brother right here. Yeah, let this brother read. This brother right here gonna read.
I got something for you, buddy.
Go ahead.
Second.
If everybody wanted to speak, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I've been up here for a while. I don't mind getting down.
2nd Ezra 16:76. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord power.
Sure.
Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Beautiful, bro. Don't let your sins weigh you down, man. Stop you from doing the truth, man. What is sin, man? The transgression of the law. The things that you fight with, man. Your personality, your idiosyncrasies, man. You know what I'm saying? You might be a fiery brother, you know. You might want to be like, damn, I just want to refine myself. I ain't gonna even speak. And most I put you in situations where you ain't want to do your sit down, man. Cause you just too busy trying to this, man. Just tired of talking, tired of getting on people's nerves, just tired of everything. But you can't do that. You let your sins weigh you down, man. That's right. You beating yourself up. Get over that shit, man.
Yeah, that's right. If I may, a lot of times that's demons messing with you, man. Especially since we're at the time of the end. Those demons are getting a lot stronger. And those thoughts that come to your mind, how you extra doubting yourself a lot more than you used to do, man. Hey, they're getting stronger, bro. That voice in your head and tell you certain things, man, where it's like, what? Man, that's a demon, man. Don't listen to that. This is the time that we're supposed to be strengthened through the Spirit, man. You know, of course, like, you know, we always supposed to be strengthened through the Spirit, but I mean, shouldn't we be more so now since we know it's at the very end? You know? This is that sifting, man. That's all it is. We're being sifted right now, bro. It happened to Job, it happened to Peter, it happened to all the apostles, all the prophets. Hey, it's happening to us. We come in that stand. It happened to Yahushua. Look what happened to Yahushua when he was tested, when he was tempted, man. He rebuked Satan. And that's what we gotta do, man. You know?
Pray without ceasing, man. No, the water, bro. Pray without ceasing, man. Hey. Oh, and then when you pray, you have to believe, man. Don't waver. The Most High looking for somebody to not believe that he's gonna heal, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go to James the 1st chapter, bro. Did you ask more to that?
Nah.
Real quick, just to prove what I said, man. James the 1st chapter, bro. You know? Now I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 2. For he will be found of them that tempt him not, and show himself unto such as do not distrust him. So that's the people that he's gonna show himself to. The people that trust in him, man. So when you pray, you have to trust that the Yahweh Shai is gonna deliver you from any from the hell that you're underneath, man. That's right. And your job acting up. Well, pray to the Lord that he'll give you another job, man. Your female acting up. Pray, hey, if you a type of man that that don't necessarily need, but want a chick, pray to the Lord for another chick, man. Pray for the Lord that you don't need the chick, man. Your kids acting bad as hell. Hey, pray to the Lord that, you know, he gives you discernment how to deal with your kids, man. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you having financial problems. You can't see the save money. As soon as you get paid, you're like, damn, pray to the Lord for discernment. Well, how do I get my finances together? You know what I'm saying? But you have to pray without doubting, not thinking that, man, I'm praying, but the Lord ain't worried about this. You Lord, he want me to focus on just preaching, which he does. But he got your back in other aspects too, man. In all aspects, the Most High got your back. Man.
That's right, bro.
You have to believe that, bro.
That's right. I got that in James.
Water, bro.
This is James chapter 1, verse 6. Or I'm gonna start at 5. Come. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh.
If you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, man. I want to say that Hebrew word is kakum.
Yep.
If I'm not right, kakum. You know what I'm saying? Like, pray to the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yashab Barakia kakum. Wa kazak la'ab. For wisdom and a strong mind. That's what you're going to need in the latter days, man.
That's right.
You see? But not wavering. Lord, man, hey, man, I'm trying to save up some money, man. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I know I need to stop going out to eat, doing this, woo-doo-woo-doo. Hey, give me this on how to save money, man. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Lord, you know, this job, man, this dude at my job bothering me, man. Man, give me this discernment just to be quiet, man. Shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll give it to you, man. But you have to ask in with the mindset of, man, he hears me, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua hears me, man. Go ahead, bro.
God, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
That's right. Hey, he said, let him ask in faith and nothing wavering. Hey, we just got a faith booster, man.
That's right.
Hey, your brother on the bus, man, driving the bus, he got on the microphone and said, Kwam Yashara.
That's right.
Hey, this word is getting out, man.
That's right.
Hey, we rejoice in that, man.
That's right.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, right?
Con.
You know?
God.
Can you read that again, bro?
Con. This is James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, and let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Right.
But let him ask in faith, not wavering.
Let him ask in faith, not wavering, man. Not tossed to and fro. I think the Lord gonna do it. He might do it, man. I'm too wicked to receive anything, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna drink this bottle. Just gonna drink, listen to the elders cry. Put us a Beanie Siegel, dog, and just vent, dog.
That's right to hell, man.
Fuck that, man. Believe in the Lord, man.
Yeah.
He got you, bro.
That's right.
A lot of Jacobs are doing that. A lot of Jacobs are doing that, man. They get into that mode, man, where they feel like the Lord gonna come back tomorrow, which is what we hope for. You know what I'm saying? But that gets to decorating your hell, being lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? Wavering around. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord don't come back tomorrow, you get weaker in the spirit and stuff like that. No, man. The scripture, the spirit tells us to move, man. To continually endure, to constantly endure, as the scriptures say, man. And when it goes to endure, of course, you're gonna go through the hardships and the afflictions. But a majority of that's talking about your mentality, man. To endure through your own thoughts, the own stuff that comes to your head, your insecurities, all that stuff. Your what's the word I'm looking for? You not being confident, like the brother was going into earlier. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it has to do with that, man. Gotta go through all of that stuff, man. That's part of the process, man. That's part of being a man. You know, putting away those childish things. A lot of that goes into those childish thoughts that you have, man. You can't. Yeah. No, you good. You can't think the same way you did before as being into this truth, man. That's the case, you're gonna be out of there real quick, man. A lot of times we're talking to ourselves when we say things because these are experiences that we had went through at certain points. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't telling you this trying to sound like we're over righteous or holier than now. We're telling you as fellow partakers within afflictions and trying to give you advice on how to conduct yourself. Because we had went through those things.
Hey, man,
you know?
The first person that you teach in his name is yourself, man. Right. So as we out here, we telling you brothers, you know, certain things, man. Hey, man, we're teaching ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Also, we've been taught through experience, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Have patience also in this thing, man. Because a lot of times, you know, things don't happen when Jake think it should happen and they fall out.
I gotta read something back.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. It says, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
Yeah, man, it says, examine yourselves, whether ye be of the faith, man. I don't mean go 100 miles per hour. A lot of times when you get crossed over in this thing, when you're converted, when you're baptized, you have to learn your pace. You got to learn the pace that you move at, man, because if you're going 100 miles per hour, how you going to be able to see what's going on all over the road when you ain't never went 100 miles per hour before, man? You got to be able to examine, you're going to pass out, you're going to crash, do some crazy stuff you ain't never did before. You got to examine yourself. You got to reflect on yourself, man. You have to meditate. That's the spirit. Because somebody know what the hell they was doing and they almost crashed, man.
Yep.
You know? You got to count the cost, as the scriptures say. You know? Oh, yeah, I know you got that. Go to Luke 14, finish that one, and we're going to jump to this one real quick. Finish up on that one.
Done. Examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves?
Yeah, when you first get in this thing, you know, you on fire, going 1,000 miles per hour, screaming to the top of your lungs, excited. Man, that road tastes sweet than a mug. Road tastes hella good. But as soon as it sits up in your stomach and it starts getting bitter, you start losing faith. You start wavering. All the stuff starts going on. You forget to examine yourself. You forget to consider what you got yourself part of, man. You lose all the scriptures that you were so on fire of when you first came into this thing about endurance, about laboring, about girding up your loins, and all of that, and you end up falling out, man. The scriptures say, the Spirit says, hold on, wait, be patient, pace yourself, and look at yourself, man. Look at yourself in the mirror. Make sure you of the faith, all right? Because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen here in the near future that we really going to be trying. So why not practice it right now? Why not go through these things right now, man? Why not put yourself, but when the Lord puts you in those situations, execute it and practice it, man. This is a grace period that we're part of. While we're here, examine yourself, man. That way when the hardships come, you'll be truly ready. All right? It says in Judges, the 5th chapter, the 17th verse, it says to rehearse the righteous acts. All right? Of course, that follows within the Passover, Pentecost, highways and byways. But look what the righteous men did, man. They fasted, they prayed, they sat down and they examined themselves when certain situations came about, man. Look at the situation with Elijah when he didn't know what to do at first when the famine hit. He sat down and he thought, and the Lord had sent him a raven, man. You know, imagine if he been, oh man, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, man? Examine yourself and the Lord gonna take care of you. Examine what's going on around you. Be circumspect, man. When it comes to being circumspect, you looking around you. Aren't you in the middle of that circle? So you should be the first one you look at it when you're being circumspect, man. You got to know yourself before you know everything that's around you. You know? You was going to say something?
Con, I was just going to say, man, you know, the scriptures also tell you, you know, to take this thing cheerfully too, man. You know? Because even though, you know, you're going through it, this is not a cakewalk, man, at the end of the day. This is not a cakewalk, you know? Yahushua had to endure it, man, and had to go through it, and he did it perfectly, man, while he walked this place. You know what I'm saying? And we as partakers in the kingdom, you got to drink of that same cup too, man. You got to go through some hardships too, man. You got to deal with it. But you got to go completely right into what this brother was saying. You got to go in and examine yourself, man. If I may, quick precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, and I'm going to start at verse 26. And it says, for as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, you do share the Lord's death till he come.
Yeah, man. And what was he referring to, man? He was referring to pretty much Matthew the 20th chapter, when he had told James and John they was gonna have to drink of the cup. All right, drink of the cup of affliction. You know. Now, of course, we know that bread represents, you know, the body of Yahushua, all that comes with it. You know, the roll. But I mean, hey, what's within that roll? What's within that roll? Lamentation, mourning, and woe. God. And this is stuff that we got to consider once we eat this bread and drink of this cup, man.
That's right.
It ain't going to come lightly, you know? It's going to be a lot to drink, man. We got a lot of stuff we got to atone for, man. Now, of course, Yahushua's blood atone. I don't want the guys watching the videos and scoffers to, oh no, they just greater than Yahushua. No, man. Yeah. Of course we know Yahushua atoned for us. Of course we know Yahushua atoned for us. You know, but hey, man, we still got to make ourselves as that living sacrifice, man.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures say this is an altar right here. When you read it in Romans, and also Isaiah the 19th chapter. And what do you do with the altar? You put a sacrifice on top of it, and what do you do with that? You burn it. And that's what's happening right now, man. It's that sacrifice being burnt. Yep. Your daily walk, the hell you go through, you're being burnt. You're being sifted, all right? That's the part of being made perfect. In order to be made perfect, you got to go through things, and you got to persevere through it. Yep.
That's right.
If you go through stuff and don't persevere through it, man, you ain't, and bitch up, you ain't perfect, man. You lost.
Hey,
Test.
because most times you gotta just gold and stubble with things.
That's
like
right.
That, right. So
That's
to get
right.
the purest form of gold, you have to burn it.
You gotta go through the
You
fire,
gotta keep
baby.
burning it, and you gotta this big ass piece, but go down to this small piece. Right there. The purest
right.
form of gold you get.
Yeah, man. When you get put in that fire, man, and you still stand up as a man and confess your house shot while you in that fire, that's how he's gonna choose you, man.
Yep.
He ain't gonna choose you if you were in front of the fire. Hey, call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that, man. We was talking about that a few days ago. That's the spirit, brother. That's the spirit, man. The lion's den. Look at Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, man. They got put in the fire. They was in that bitch. Excuse my language. They was in there. They wasn't cooking though.
They would.
They wasn't. They ain't even smell the. They ain't even smell the scent of the smoke when they came out
Jacob
there.
get in the fire, then call on. They was already in it.
Bro, Jacob stuck their big toe in that lukewarm water and be like, oh shit. They ain't even went through nothing yet, man. Yep. You know, look at the fallouts. The guy, and we ain't gonna say no names, but when the brother Micah Otto was speaking, the guy he was talking about, that's a prime example, man. And not even just that guy he was talking about. You got numerous examples, and the most important thing is, forget them. We don't want to be made that example, man.
Right.
You got the examples right there. Look at that, and look who we talk about, man. What you look like talking about it, and then you end up falling out, man. You gotta count the cost, my friend. You gotta count the cost. Did you have something you had to say about the
I got a little.
Okay, yeah, Con, finish that. I want that, and then, the precept that you got.
This is verse 27. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord.
Hey. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Stepping in that fire, man. You know? Oh, snap. Dang, I ain't know it was this hot. You gonna step in fire and say you ain't know it was this hot? You gonna make a house. Oh, man, dang, I thought I had the bricks. Bro, you started building the house, my G. Bro, come on, man. That's why it says to prepare thy soul for temptation before thou comest to serve the Lord. Right. You know? And these are basic milk scriptures, man, but they pack a huge punch. Because a lot of Jake be on fire when it comes to it. And Lord willing, it don't happen to none of us, man, because we talk about it too. And that's what make it great. Lord willing, we don't fall out of this thing, man.
Right.
You know? But it says prepare your soul, man. That means to sit down, meditate, examine yourself, examine everything that you could possibly be harmed with, whatever the case might be, what these people might do to you, whatever the case is, but the Lord got it back, man. The brother Micah Otto went into that earlier. The Lord got us, and we have to examine that too. That's part of examining yourself. To know the stuff we're going to go through, and when you go through it, enjoy it, take it cheerfully, because you know the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai got your back. You know? Got your back, Jack. Like this brother like to say, man.
Verse 28, if I can, Baba Kashan. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
That's right, man. Hey, like a man. Lamentation, mourning, and woe. That's how I gotta be, man. All right? And you drinking that cup. Look what you see out here, man. Look what you see out here, bro. But you scared to continue drinking the cup, man. You might as well. Come on now. You gonna leave this to go back to the world? That's how you know that's a demon, man.
What you got left, man? What you got
left
there?
Hey,
Ain't nothing for you.
Hey, what did Peter say? What did Peter say? Hey, man, we don't got nothing to go back to.
Jake be wanting to go home.
Yeah.
Jake be wanting to go home.
Yeah, crawl right back under that rock, man.
Yeah, you done.
You want to go back to a place you would never welcome that, man. Jake want to get right back to that behind whooping, man. I mean, come on, man.
That's stony ground.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's right, brother.
The scriptures is on point, man. If I can, Baba Kashan, before you get that one. Verse 30. For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm put it like this, man. When hey, when you go into that baptism, man, what was John the Baptist doing, man? He was baptizing with water. And then what did he say? He said, yes, I indeed baptize you with water, but he who come after me, whose shoes I am not worthy to fill, shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire, man.
That's right, man.
And that's part of it, man. Hey, rather go through that than go through it the physical way, man. You might as well go through it spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because when that nuclear fire hit, that's gonna hurt. And you might, it'll vaporize, but the Lord can slow that time down 1 trillion times so you can feel every last bit of it, man.
That's right.
So you can feel every bit of it, you know? Every last bit. And this stuff we always go into, man. You know, the Lord can slow your death down, make you feel all that, man. You know? Might as well burn a little bit right here and feel life than feel death, man. And then in the kingdom, you're going to be good, but still have that stuff in the back of your mind to know, man, that's everlasting shame and content, as it's written. You know? Was there more on that one? Come on, go ahead and bring that one out of
This is Luke chapter 14, and starting at verse 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me.
Hey, what does that mean? What does that mean when it says bear his cross? What does that mean?
Suffer the affliction.
Can't hear you, brother.
Take your affliction head on.
That's right.
What you going through?
Yeah, head on. Because what did Yahweh do? He physically buried his cross. You know, when after he got done getting his hat, I don't even want to word it like that. You don't even want to word it like that. After they got done beating him, persecuting him, I mean, for real, man, when you imagine it, man, it was just a bad look. You see probably his bones showing, man. After all that affliction the Lord went through, hey, he took it as a man. He took it as a G, bro. And he still walked with that cross, man. Still did it, bro. He says, you got to bear the cross. Hey, our burden is light.
That's right.
Our burden light, man. Yahweh went through a whole lot more than we did. He died for us, bro. You know? Yeah, we going through things here and there. It ain't even got serious yet.
That's right.
It's going to get worse. And the stuff that we might go through still ain't on top of what the Lord went through, because he did it for every last one of us, man. We got to do it to make sure that we make our calling and election sure. Right. Yahweh was already sure. He wanted to do it to make sure, he did it to make sure we were sure with him. If we those men, you know, that takes that takes love right there. It takes a lot of love. These people out here won't do that, man. You know, that's a hard pill to swallow. You know? Go ahead.
Starting back at the top. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me.
Bear his cross. If you don't do that and come after him, all right, bear your cross. Like the brother has said, take on your afflictions head on as a man. To girt your loins. How many times in the scriptures does it say to girt your loins? We don't got to count it, but bro, in every other book, it says to girt your loins as a man, bro. It's constantly repetitive. To girt your loins. To put away the mortal thoughts. To examine yourself. All of this, man. Boom, 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 boom. Constantly, man. That's love. It could only say it once. And it's something that you could have forgot and never went across, man. But the Heavenly Father had that much love toward us. He constantly endure. Gird up your loins. Do this. Chastise you. That means I love you. All right? Keep the candle burning. Don't be lukewarm. It says it all over the place, man. To bear your cross. That's why it's such a shameful death. When he says, if you bear it, then to turn back around, man. You know?
Cannot be my disciple.
You can't be his disciple, man. You don't want to be disciplined. That's what that word goes back to. Being a disciple means to be disciplined. All right? It means to be in order. All right? And you see a lot of these fallouts right now. The reason why they fell out, because one of the main things, they didn't want to be in order. All right? And they had an issue with this breakdown. They had an issue with a biker jacket. You mean to tell me you risk your salvation over a jacket?
Somebody else's jacket.
Over somebody else's jacket, man. Even worse. All right? And a lot of these guys are, what ain't the men of the Lord, all right? Where's your videos, bro? Are you teaching? You ain't teaching no more, right? So it means that you believe something at a point in time and you stopped, you know? Over somebody else's jacket, nigga. Go ahead, huh?
For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost.
Yeah, man. And that's a beautiful analogy it just gave, because it takes a lot of time to build a tower, especially, you know, because towers are tall. It takes a lot of skill into building something tall. You got to make sure a wind isn't gonna blow it down. You got to make sure trimmers aren't gonna. Yeah, got to make sure it's sturdy. Make sure trimmers ain't gonna hit under it and it's gonna shake up and break. You know, you got to think about all these things, man. Like even with the World Trade Center back in 1990 when it got bombed, they rebuilt it. Even I'm just using this as an example. You know what I'm saying? But they had rebuilt it. It's going to be able to withhold these earthquakes if it gets bombed, whatever the case is. It took a lot of time to do that, man. I can guarantee you when the Empire State Building was built, it was probably in thoughts for decades, man. And then they did it. How much more important does it take with this right here? This thing of ours. You got to count the cost when you build a tower. You know? Before you come to serve the Lord, you have to count the cost. If you don't, you get caught slipping and you end up looking crazy. All right, you end up being a chicken-eating nigga. Yep. Go ahead.
Whether he have sufficient to finish it.
That's right. Whether he has sufficient to finish it, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that, hey, if you drive all the way to the store, if you drive an hour away to get this TV that you wanted, and you end up going all the way up there, and the TV ended up being $2,000, and you got $1,850, you like, man, I drove an hour away to get this, and I don't even got it, man. You gonna feel crazy. Same thing applies with this, man. You did all this work, you did all this, but you ain't count the cost to know that you had more you had to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Drank on that cup unworthily.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. You didn't want to drink the cup. You thought you did, but it got a little strong. You didn't want the extra hairs in your chest. You started coughing and everything, spitting, walked away, tears coming out your eyes, crying. Looking crazy.
You went to the bathroom and you puked, man.
That's right. Couldn't take that moonshine, man.
You puked, man. You couldn't fake the funk, man.
That's
you know,
right.
When that strong juice got off in you, when it got too strong for you, you know, you had to hit the bathroom. You had to hit the head, as them people call it, man.
That's right.
Yeah. This ain't for you. You know. Go back to that fruit punch you was on, man. That worldly stuff, man.
That's right.
This is the real deal right here, man. Right. And it's only meant for the Lord's men, man. Mm-hmm. Those who can and that have been tried and refined. That's okay?
Right. That's right. Go ahead,
verse 29. Lest haply, after he had laid foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
End up talking about it, and people end up talking about you, man. You know, a lot of these guys that fell out, they were so forth on fire, end up falling out due to whatever the case is, man. Hey, brother, hey, we've had the experience. People fall out. It's like, man, bro, this dude, this and that, the third, whatever the case was, man. Or they end up scoffing. Well, you didn't give me enough bricks to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case was. Well, they didn't give me any money. They didn't give me any money for me to get my own spot. That nigga out there in D.C. who wasn't even in the camp, who said he was part of Great Millstone, all right? These guys didn't give me any money to be able to help myself. Nigga, you a grown-ass man, bruh. Speaking of that, you was in a hotel for 2 months. Bro, do you all know how expensive it is to be in a hotel? Bro, that's over $1,000 a month.
Man.
But you wasn't working. Over rack a month, but you wasn't working? You crying about that? Read.
How you get a wreck?
Man.
Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Yeah, wasn't able to finish, man. That dude's a terrible example. He was only in this thing for a second, man. He wasn't even in the camp yet, man. He wasn't able to take the fire on the other side. You know, the thing is, but when you get into the camp, and brothers always say it, get ready, get prepared, man. You're gonna start catching hell. Every last one of us heard him. We was on the other side. Y'all gonna catch hell. Catching hell right now. But hey, the higher level you get on, the more hell you gonna catch. You know, I'm telling you through the little bit of experience that I have. A little bit of experience. And brothers hired, hey, I'm still a babe. We babes. Look at the apostles and the elders. Imagine the stuff that they go through. They still going through it, man. Look at the ancient apostles. You know, they died. They was martyrs. They knew what they had to do, and they executed, and they did it. Look at the Lord, Yahushua. He finished this course. He said it is finished. Matter of fact, really quick, really quick. Go to okay, Con. Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Bring out your example.
This is Hebrews.
No, go ahead.
Hebrews 11 and 13. Hebrews 11 and 13. These all died in faith.
These all died in faith. All right? And the thing about faith is a gift. A lot of people just say, oh, I got faith. I got faith. I believe. You in church, clapping, running around. You know, that preacher throw that hand out that way and the whole congregation falling backwards and stuff, man. Yeah, the command man waves, little Hamite children with handkerchiefs going like that. The whole church flying back. They think that's faith, man. That ain't faith, bro. That ain't faith. Slucky. That ain't faith, man. You know, faith is a gift. Faith is gifted to certain individuals, man. And faith ain't gifted to a lot of people. It's a small number of people that actually have faith. When that mark of the beast hits, when that RFID chip hits, you're going to see who really got faith. You know? When you're out there with that guillotine, when that blade getting ready to come down, confess the name of the Lord, you're going to see, man. And, hey, the Lord can put the spirit on it too. Boom, the metal breaks, snap, or bend. Whatever the case is, you can get spiritual power right then and there.
That's right.
Faith is the key. Faith is the activator to that spiritual power. Reviving from the dead, healing the sick, speaking in tongues, healing the blind, making the mute speak, giving hearing to the deaf. All of that comes with faith. These people that were healed back then, they believed. That's why they was healed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because you gotta believe now, because now we healing on the spiritual side with this word.
That's right.
Come right here teaching the word, we healing the sick.
That's right. And it's going to be manifested physically. Due time. It's going to be manifested physically. And really, it's a side note. When you look at all the accounts, and that's beautiful, this brother got this scripture held, man. Could have said they died in the faith, right? When you look at the situations that it went down in history, when you read the scriptures, of all the stuff that went down when they did those miracles, those men were under the threat of imminent death before they started really doing it, man. When they was really placed on the line. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be, man. A lot of stuff's getting ready to happen soon. You're getting ready to see a lot of things you couldn't even perceive in your mind. It might sound crazy, whatever. You don't got no faith to believe it. We know what's gonna happen through the Spirit, man. Hey, through the Spirit, Lord willing, we stay with this mindset. If we gotta die to do it, hey, man, to be martyrs in this thing, that's what counts of being a witness. You finished it. That's right, and that's why we got that. We'll finish that one, and we're gonna pull that one out. But I want you to finish that one.
Go back to Abraham, them not even seeing the promise, but died.
That's right.
These all died in faith, not having received the promise.
It's funny, because as soon as you start talking about faith and things, people get to walking away and get bored. That's what shows you this thing ain't for everybody. This thing's only for a certain sect of men that are not ordinary mortals, man. These are secrets that we're saying, but we're proclaiming it openly. But it goes over their head, man. Go ahead,
These all died in the faith, not having received the promise, but having seen them afar off.
Yeah, they seen it afar off. They didn't receive the promise yet. Abraham was told about the promise. He said, your seed is going to be scattered, they're going to be as the sand in the sea and as the stars in heaven. Which is beautiful, because when you look at the sky, you see thousands of stars, and they're all lights. They all have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He said, this is going to be the covenant that I make with you. All right? Abraham didn't see it. He believed it, though.
He was driven by that.
He was driven by it. What did Abraham? He almost sacrificed Isaac, bro. I don't got no kids. I don't have no children, I should say, because a kid is a baby goat, you know. And a lot of these children out here are kids because they're put forth to the sacrifice, man. You know. But hey, when you go to Abraham, man, and his son, I don't got no children. I don't have none. Brothers got children. So you put in your mind of you putting your child on the altar, getting ready to slit his throat. That's tough. That's tough, man. I don't got no children. It takes a strong man, bro. It takes a strong person to do something like that, man. You have to have faith. A lot of faith, man. People gonna look at you like you're crazy. People gonna look at you like you crazy, man. Even certain people that claim to believe will be like, you sure about that, bro? You sure?
Because remember when the Most High told him that Lot and his wife went to Sodom
Yeah.
They was like, man, he was like, bro, they didn't see that. It was far off, man. But that was driven by that, man.
That's right.
By having that faith. Not having received the promise, but having seen them afar off and were persuaded of them.
They were persuaded of them, man.
And embraced them.
And embraced it, man. Embraced all the hell you catch. Embraced everything that the Lord brought your way. Look at the patience of Job. Look at the patience of Job, man. He embraced it. His wife told him to curse the Lord and die. Job cursed her ass out. Everybody tried to come at Job, and Job said it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Look at Yahushua. We got that pulled up in Matthew 4. We don't got to get it yet. But hey, man, he was fasting for 40 days. And Satan came after him, man, trying to tempt him. Say, we're going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. No, man, the Lord knew what how you going to give me something that I already own? How you going to give me something that I'm going to have greater of 7 times 7 times 7, man? You know? Go ahead, Bob.
God. But having seen them afar off and were persuaded of them.
Look at the apostles. Look at the ancient apostles. They died. They died. Look at the apostles now. They was preaching for years. 7 years without fruit. 7 years without fruit. Can you imagine 7 years teaching? Certain thoughts that might come to your head. So you think we should be doing this? Is this true? 7 years is a long time. Especially in Babylon where these people crazy as hell. That's hard to imagine, but they did it, man. They had that vision. They were excited. They were ecstatic. They made it happen, man. It takes a large, it takes an enormous abundance of faith to do that, man. Go ahead, Bob.
And embraced them and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Just passing through.
Just passing through, and that's what we're doing right now, man.
I'm trying not to get attached to a lot of fleshly shit.
That's right.
It helps.
That's right.
Do what you gotta do. Not so much get attached to it with your flesh and realize you just passing through this life, man. You got a kingdom that's, so to speak, afar off, but it's not. It's afar off because in Romans, they told you before you knew this, what it says in Romans, it speaks about before you knew this, it's like afar off, but now you with the truth is near to you.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not roughly paraphrasing. So
I don't know where it's at, but
it's
I know
here.
what you're talking about.
So it's here now. So these, Yahushua, the examples, we got examples right here, man. The apostles right here, out there in Jerusalem, New York, man.
That's right. That's right.
It's a walk for your ass, boy.
Man, having faith is you're not gonna need to feel like you have to go to those fleshly desires, those fleshly lusts, whatever the case might be, in order to receive a little piece of happiness, man. Yeah. Faith will know it. Through faith, you're gonna know you're gonna have to catch hell, you're gonna have to sacrifice, you're gonna have to cut certain things off. You gotta mortify certain things in order to receive the greater gain. It takes sacrifice in order to have faith, man. That's why the scriptures say, make your bodies as a living sacrifice, pursuing the Romans 12th chapter. You know? That's it on that one. Let's go to that in Ecclesiastes 7. And I still want that one that you got, and I also want 1 Corinthians 15.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Yeah, that's right, man. You establish in your mind first, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, I got this planned out, we're going to make this happen right here, we're going to do this right here. And then as soon as that fire gets hit, oh shit, jump back, man. It's too hot, you know? Like we're going into right now, this building that tower, counting the cost. You excited about it, you can say you're going to do it, but as soon as you break that sweat, as soon as a brick fall, oh man, you got to jump back and get it, man. No, I'm done, you know? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it, man. When you first heard about this knowledge, excited than a hope. Oh, we the Israelites? Oh, what? Man, we the chosen people. Oh, I knew something wasn't right with this place. Damn. Man, I knew this place was whack. I knew I was a guy. I knew I was this. I knew I was special. All right? And as soon as that fire touch your ass, all that stuff goes back. All that I was special, I was this, that, and the third. Oh man, the Lord came for me. I'm chosen. All that stuff went out the window as soon as, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, hey, as soon as that, hey, hold on.
Vampire Brooklyn.
Shit, yeah, damn. Hey, what was it? Well, Don't Be a Menace. What was it he put in the back of his neck that made him scream after he lined them up? What was it? I forgot what it was, man. Yeah, it wasn't alcohol. It was something else. Whatever, you know, and scream and shit. It was pneumonia, yeah. Slap moan in the back of your neck. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Jump up. You know, that's what it is, man. And there's a lot of examples of guys that did that, man. They was on fire, bro. On fire. Like when Elder Anap came down here, not the last time he was here, but the time before that, Jake was over there. They was preaching on that side on the Friday. He said Jake was in the spirit so much they had fire shooting out of their ass. They had fire shooting out of their ass, man. You know, and all of a sudden it just cooled off over a jacket. Over the planet Earth being round or flat, which of course we know is round, but Jake falling out over that, man. Just little things over your woman. Excuses, man. That's all it was. They didn't count the cost.
Man, that jacket, dog.
They thought it was gonna be smooth sailing. They thought it was gonna be smooth, man.
They thought that the Lord was gonna come back in 5 years.
Yeah.
They catch this hell, and the Lord come back in 5 years, and bro, we just at the beginning of sorrows, man. It's just now gonna start getting bad out here.
That's right.
And we still got time for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. The beginning of sorrows, man. The beginning of those labor pains. It's gonna get extreme out here, man.
Everything changes, man. Like the brother Michael Allen was going into, and this brother, those like certain men that have been amongst this camp, even amongst this camp. That's why you got to be careful how you talk about a brother or someone who may not be with the camp currently, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Not to make this a personal testimony. Hey, I had my issues. I wasn't a part of the camp for damn near a year. Brothers didn't. Hey, from my understanding, brothers was like, hey, what happened to that brother, man? But the Wadi Abashimi Ashad, the Most High had mercy on me, man. And then now those certain same guys out here looking crazy as hell, or you don't see them, you be like, damn, where they at? You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is a trick like that, man.
That's right. He'll have you fall out over something very, 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 very simple, man. Very simple and trivial, man. You know? Something that's all as a biker jacket that didn't even belong to you. You'll fall out over that. You'll fall out over something very, very simple. The Lord is cold like that, man. You know, backing up what the brother was just saying.
That's right. The Lord will get your vice to get you to fall out. He'll use your vice. He'll use your weakness. Hey, he'll sift you. He'll send those demons to do it. You know? Go ahead and read that real quick.
This is John 6:66. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
Yeah, that's right, man. You know, as soon as the Lord said, hey, you shall eat of my flesh and drink of my blood, he said, ew, and bounced. Didn't even know what he was talking about, man. And the crazy part is 666. That's John 6:66, man. You know, when you divide 2 divided by 3, it's 666. 2/3, man. A lot of these guys, they didn't count the cost. You know, they heard something they didn't want to hear. They was offended some type of way, and they went back into the world. You know, that's how it is with a lot of these guys out here. You see the guys in Chicago, Nasty Nas, and the rest of it, and the rest of the Junkyard Gang. You know, and a lot of these other groups, man. Those Milwaukee Bugouts, them fans, man. Those guys are crazy, man. Those are guys that fell out because they were offended at something, man. Stopped doing the work and everything. They became true fans. GMS is this. GMS is that. Dr. Leo Davis is this. Crypto Twins. What, man, come on, bro. That's how you know we at the end, man. They heard something, they was offended at it, and they skated off. They started scoffing like a little bitch. Excuse my language, but it's the truth, man. We'll show you we at the end. You know?
Hey, the scripture say in the latter days you should see scoffers, man.
Hey, let's go to it.
You know what I'm saying? It says that in, what's that, 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter?
Yep.
It talks about that.
That's right.
You know, so hey, you know, they just set up to try our spirit, man. So, you know, you have to walk with that understanding, man. You're gonna have certain men that's set up to try the man of the Lord.
That's right.
You know? And they're gonna be about fleshly arguments. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's right. But you can't worry about what they're doing wrong. You gotta worry about what you're doing right.
That's right.
You know?
God. You got that too.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you.
That's right, man. That's right. You want to break it down, man?
No, go ahead, bro. I ain't going
You read it again?
to. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. It says,
Chapter 2 or chapter 3?
this is chapter 2.
Okay. Okay, read it. We can jump to verse 3 after. I'm chapter 3 after. Wherever read that.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people.
You see a lot of those guys out there right now. A lot of these guys are ones that fell out of the truth, you know, and still think they believe in the Lord. They still call on the name, but they ain't doing their works, man. False prophets. And what's the penalty for a false prophet, man? Death. That's right. The Lord's gonna put a lot of these nasty niggas to death. All right? Nasty, lukewarm niggas that got butt hurt. Feminine niggas. All right? Niggas that act like women. It's a chariot.
Y'all ain't gotta look. Just keep preaching, man.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, speculation. Keep preaching. You ain't gotta stop the program.
Even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies.
Damnable heresies, man. A lot of these are coming on the comment boards. A lot of these guys have a nice following. Guys that believe everything they say, even though the things they say is a lie, false accusations, making up drama stories, man, being talebearers. People listening to it, ear all up in there hustling, you know. Got a large following off of this, man. The Lord is making a large, the Lord is making a large congregation of dead niggas, man. Niggas getting ready to die. False prophets, all right?
False teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them.
Yeah, man, as much as you can say, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatha, in the beginning of your videos to you scoffers out here, you denying the Lord based on your actions, man. You don't gotta just say physically, hey, I believe in the Lord, and say his name to say you confessing him, man. Confessing it is a walk, man. That's why it says in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, what manner of people are you ought to be in all holy conversation? And when you go to that word conversation, it means how you conduct yourself.
That's right.
It means how you carry yourself. It don't just mean what you say, even though we know no guile shall be found in their mouths. But when you look at a lot of these guys that claim they know the name of the Lord, man, you got hella guile. Hella blemishes when that light goes to it. When that fire hits their ass, blemish all over the damn place. End up running away with their tail tucked between their legs. You know?
Even denying the Lord that brought them.
Even denying the Lord that brought them, man. You say you love the Lord, right? Look at your page. What works you doing, man? How you confessing the Lord? What you saying? What breakdowns you got? What edification are you doing? Who are you exhorting? Nobody, man. You in this for filthy lucre's sake. You in this to fulfill the lust of your flesh, to fill your belly up, man. That's the only reason why you in this thing. For man likes, pleasing men, listening to doctrines of men, precepts of men. That's all you doing. And you followers are gonna die that's following these people, man.
That's right, that's right.
You gonna die. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be even spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
Damnation slumbereth not, man. That damnation goes into your death. That goes into your death. And best believe, hey, it's gonna catch you sleeping. The death ain't sleeping. The death is waiting for a great time. That fire is waiting for the perfect time for you to stack your sins all the way up like this devil Esau doing for you to fall, man. Your damnation ain't sleeping, man. The Lord is waiting for the perfect time. As much as we want to say that a lot of these scoffers, we hope they die, which we hope these motherfuckers die soon, man.
That's
right. But, hey, the Lord's gonna preserve a lot of them for that fire, man.
That's right.
He's gonna allow himself to reveal with his holy angels up there for them to tuck their tail between their legs and crap on themselves, man.
Right.
He's gonna wait for that. As much as we hope, hey, I hope a lot of these guys die and I can see it, man. You know?
God.
But hey, at the end of the day, thy will be done.
That's right.
You know? And go ahead and bring that on to 2 Peter 3.
You want it?
Yeah.
All right. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. It says, knowing this first.
Start at verse 2.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 2. that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken.
Start at verse 1.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your mind.
And the cool thing is, man, you know, as a footnote, a lot of times when you see it says beloved in the scriptures, it's a beautiful saying right there, man, because we are the Lord's beloved if we are that number, the elect, and that's the house of David. And when you go into the name of David, his name actually means beloved. So when he's talking about that, he's talking about his house when he says dearly beloved, man. Just as a footnote, you know? Just as a side note.
I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
And stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. You know, and that's what's being done right now. When you see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways preaching the word, when you see us out here, when you see the apostles in New York, us out here, when you see all these camps all over the world and new ones sprouting up, man, we just brought back in the way of remembrance. Because when these scriptures get brought to us, that new song hits, but the thing about it, it's not new, it's just renewed in your mind. It's something we had before. And then it's like, oh, there we go, I knew this made sense. That's why, man, because the Lord is stirring up our minds to remembrance. So we remember these things. That's why it made so much sense to you when you first heard it. You know, that's why we understand these scriptures. That's why when these breakdowns get brought to life, we understand it, man. That's why when we read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, when it talks about how we're going to go away to our captives in ships to a land we knew not, it's stirred up and it's like, man, we learned that in history class. You know, that's what happened to us, man. We are the men of the Lord, man. If we continue to endure, the ones that you read about in the Bible, those ones, you're looking at them.
That's right.
All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Lord willing, we continue to endure again. Lord willing, he keeps the spirit on us. Our minds are being stirred up to remembrance. We're confessing the Lord and Savior, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. Right. And he's going to come back with his holy angels and what you call UFOs. All right? He's going to come back with those. All right? The Heavenly Father's going to send nuclear missiles to destroy America. That's right. Your beloved country. That's right. Why? Because it disrespects the Heavenly Father daily. It uplifts homosexuality. It uplifts transgenderism. It uplifts pedophilia. It uplifts adultery. It uplifts everything wicked that the scriptures talk about. That's right. But they quit to say that God loves everybody. Your God is Satan. Only a demonic deity would love wickedness, man. You know? Just wanted to say that real quick, scare the people off, man. But it's true. Right. You know? The Lord's gonna destroy this place very, very, very soon.
That's right.
Very soon. We're at the very end of this thing, man. America's about to be finished.
That's right.
Look at it, man. Smell it. It stinks. Look at the people that you see. They're destroyed, man. They stink. Look how they conduct themselves. They smoke cigarettes. They smoke weed. They scheme on their partner's woman. Everything you see out here is wickedness. This place needs to be inducted with fire, man.
That's right.
Go ahead,
Yeah, they take K2.
They take K2, man. Come on, bro. They're loud and obnoxious. They're ignorant. They're disrespectful.
That's right.
Hey, there you go, man. There you go. That's what it is. He said it. Hey, I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree with you at all. That's the truth. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, you was talking about how this world just smell like shit, bro. My job randomly just smelled like shit today, bro.
Oh, man.
Random. I'm sitting there and I thought maybe I was tripping. I was like, I'm looking on the bottom of my shoe. I'm like looking at my neighbor like, this ain't fart. You know what I'm saying? And then my supervisor came out like, you gotta smell it. You're like, smell it. I'm telling you, my whole job stunk. I'm like, bro, this place is finished, bro. That's the only thing I thought about. Like, man, we are through, man. Like, this whole place is through. This place is through, bro. That's right. I'm talking about I smell like complete ass.
That's interesting because you know, remember that apartment we stayed in, the one we moved out of? Yeah. Remember, was they not there every other damn week because we shared the same line as the next apartment complex? And the water come out smelling funny. You're like, what the hell? It's clean as hell over there. What the hell is this?
This place is finished.
This place is through, man. This
That's
place is finito.
That's right. Before the so-called white man came over here, everything was at least clean.
Gad had things in order.
Yeah, they cleaned up the streets. Everything was beautiful. It was a paradise.
They were in awe of how well organized it was. Like, you look at the Aztecs.
That's right.
Very well organized. Streets were clean, man. Gold everywhere, man. It's beautiful over here, bro. Not to say that Gad, was just super righteous, because they were doing wicked things over here. But they had the cities well organized, man.
That's right.
The Mayans,
Yeah.
they had such superior technology to where they was putting rubies, things of that nature in their teeth, man. They had the technology to do that, man. It's very smart over here, man.
That's right.
But now look at this place, man. It's a fucking cesspool, man.
That's right. That's right.
You go through random alleys, you see shit on the damn walls. You're like, how did that get there?
You got doodle on the bed, man. Really?
Bro.
Like, come on. Man. Come on, bro. It's piss on the streets, man. Like, come on, bro.
It's so jacked up. When we try to go to 7-Eleven, man, they gotta lock the damn restroom because people want to shit everywhere and piss. You be trying to figure out how you gonna open up the door. Like, am I gonna do it with the shirt? Am I gonna grab a napkin? How am I gonna do this? I shouldn't have to strategize how to use the restroom and leave.
That's right. Should be no math equation.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you get Micah 2 and 10, man. We're gonna end it off on that one. Since we're talking about it, that's the spirit. You got a precept, bring it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Yeah, man, that's what we're talking about right now, man. Ain't no sweet smell over here in America. You walk outside and you smell, they say, smell the fresh air. The air ain't fresh. It's chemtrails, bro. You breathing chemicals, man. You breathing aluminum and rat poison, man. That's why you coughing all the damn time.
That's right.
You smell like cigarette smoke, doodle and piss all over the place, man. Yeah. What'd you say, Mike?
Got nasty ass taste in your mouth.
Yeah, every day, man. You got somebody in front of you with halitosis like crazy, man, talking to you like they breath don't stink, man. And it be them Edomites that be doing that, bro. They be the man was, hey there, how you doing, buddy? Just like, come on, bro. Like that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants when he had the onion breath. That's exactly how I be, man. Let's get back to the scripture, man. Is that it on that one? Hey, let's finish it up with Micah 2 and 10. We're gonna get out of here, man.
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, man, it says arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And this is pursuing to us, man. We ain't supposed to want to stay here like these other groups.
That's right.
A lot of these groups claim to want to get out of America, man, but in their actions, they want to stay here. They want to stay here. They'll tell you to, literally, man. And I'm not even going to say this guy's name, but he's one of the main scoffers. I didn't want to give him energy. But he was the main one that was scoffing against the elders' dentistry, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, great millstone teaches you to be bums and everything. What you need to do, you need to get your business and careers together. The same one that was scoffing at it, man. The same one. Come on now, man. It says arise and depart, for this is not your rest. And by the way, as a footnote, if you want to get a business or something like that, and you feel like you can do it, man. If it helps you, it says money is the defense, you asshole. And just because you got a business don't mean you balling and rich, man.
That's right.
No, a lot of brothers do this to help support the body. Like you're supposed to do, man.
That's right.
Paul was a tent maker. A lot of men had businesses. Yahweh had a job. He was a carpenter.
Yep. That's right, brother.
It says arise and depart, for this is not your rest. Was you about to say something, bro?
Oh, no, go ahead, bro.
Okay. It says arise and depart, for this is not your rest. And that's not talking about taking physical flight.
That's right.
That's not talking about physically leaving or anything like that, man. That's talking about getting your mind away from the gutter. All right? This wicked kingdom America, man. All the philosophies it pushes, all the stuff. Get your mind away from this nonsense, man. It says arise and depart, man. Stand up on your feet and leave the ways of this place. Cast the old self behind and enter into that new man and walk in righteousness. That's right, Go ahead, bro.
Because it is polluted it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction.
That's why it says because it's polluted. Now we read in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, the 24th, 25th verse, it talked about that there's a foul stench in this place. It's polluted, man. When you go into that word polluted, it means sexually, it means culturally, it means religiously, all of it, man. When you go into that word, it means clearly everything is polluted. Everything you see out of here is polluted. I'm gonna put it like this, man. Put it like this. When you gotta look at the ingredients on what you eat just because it might kill you, you know it's bad, man. When you go outside and you breathe air and you start coughing, if the air you breathe can kill you, something ain't right, man. When the water you drink is literally poisonous, it's against your genetic genome. Come on now, man. You know something ain't right, and you know there's a higher calling. This can't be it, man. Like the elder Yasawamba always say, we are living in the worst case scenario. This is the worst case scenario. This place is terrible. America's wicked, man. The so-called white man has ruined this place.
That's right.
He's ruined the planet Earth, man. He's ruined it. He's the harbinger of death, as Apostle Gabar likes to say, man. He's the real harbinger. He's the real beast, man.
He pissed in the cornflakes, man.
That's right. That's right. He really did, man. He made the potato salad, bro. Yeah. He the one that made the potato salad, man.
Dry ass potato salad.
That's right. Go ahead. Let's finish it up on that. That's it on that one. Read the next verse.
Verse 11. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink,
Nate,
he shall even be the prophet of this people.
Nate. Oh man, God, Yahweh Shah is the same being. You know, that's out there now. Wow. Party over the Passover. Oh, that's out there now. Yeah, that's out there, man. Macaroni and cheese at the Passover with chicken. You know, these guys are off, man. They false prophets and they gonna die of terrible death. These are the same ones that are not wanting to rise in the part. They the same ones that want to sit in the cauldron, and they the ones that say we be the flesh. Pursuing to Ezekiel 11, man. All right? But you know, that's it on that one, brother. We're going to end it off on that. But hey, man, we almost out of here. We just got to keep pushing. All right? We got to stay strong mentally because it's going to get worse. And we also got to believe that the Lord's going to deliver us and that he's here for us, man. The more hell we catch, hey, man, the Lord dealing with us, and we got to consider that. And the first person we talk to to say these things is ourselves, man. You know? But hey, through the spirit and power, Lord willing, hey, this camp was edifying. The angels are encamped around about us. They protect us. We finna get the heck out of here, man. That's right, brother. Hey, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and citation to the elect, kicking this word of sincerity and truth. Shalom.
Shalom. All the bar, brother. My God.